name is Sonja Kristina, and we're in the beautiful Inn of Lathones. We are Curved Air, and we're on tour just now. It's October 2010, and we're starting in Scotland, and we're working our way back down through the UK just now.
I was reading a comment on the internet, whether that's all true or not, I don't know. In 1999, Sonja, you said that to go and do a Curved Air reunion, it would have to be something spectacular that would make you do that. So have you got to that point where you felt that this was the right time to be doing your tour?
Well, it was a couple of years ago, the idea came to go back on the road with Curved Air, and for one reason or another, the other original members, apart from Florian here, didn't choose to stay, on the road and do lots of touring, which it requires to bring. I mean, Curved Air's got such a wonderful catalogue of music to bring to people, and there's a big audience out there, and for a long time, Curved Air has not, because it hasn't been on the road and hasn't been recording, it's almost become a footnote, in this sort of rock music encyclopedias, which it shouldn't be, because throughout the 70s it was topping the charts in the music magazines and the equivalent of all these shows that they have now. So I was really busy with solo projects, and then it was only a couple of years ago when I had the time, and I thought, well, now it would be a good time to sort of devote time to building this up properly. So
how natural did it feel then to kind of all get together?
To all get together?
Well, it's been good fun after such a long time for me. Suddenly, sort of thing, after 30 years. But it's been good. We all get on pretty well, don't we? Yeah. Actually, and we laugh a lot. Yeah. It's been good fun, really.
So what about the music then? Is it the same as before, or have you got a mix of old and new, or how do you decide what you're going to do with the music?
At the moment, we're doing doing as many as possible of the of our favourite songs from the first from all that was been recorded so far. But we're just about to start recording a new album, and we're doing a live recording of this October tour. So we're recording all the gigs and putting together the best of that, so that there'll be a record of this band. I mean, on violin is Paul Sachs, and on keyboards is Robert Norton, and we worked together 20 years ago. Was it over 20 years ago?
92, I know. Paul
92?
was slightly earlier.
You were, 1989?
90, something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to think.
Because I was doing, I was touring with my own material, and I wanted some wonderful players, and so, I came across these people, and we worked together for 5 or 6 years then. And so when we needed to fill the violin place and the keyboards, they both were the perfect people to recreate the old Curved Air sound and also bring it forward now with new writing. We've got the right ingredients, the right sort of talent to do that.
Who does the new writing?
We're going to do it all together.
You'll do it together, yeah. Because I was reading up about it, and it was saying that Curved Air was one of the first bands to feature a violin.
Yes.
So
it was a great thing to be playing with Curved Air now, because I learned violin from the time I was 5. My father was a famous violin player, and when I was 12 I went to the Hudi Menuhin school, and but I didn't like playing violin at all. I didn't like it. When I I then got expelled from uni venue in school for being bad. And I was, bad. I know it's hard for you to believe it now. But, and I stopped playing for 6 or 7 years. And one of the reasons I started playing again was because I heard curved air. And I heard electric violin, and I thought, yes, that is interesting. I would like to play music like that. And here I am.
So here you are.
It was a journey, but here I am.
I should introduce the other two. This is Kit Morgan on guitar, who is fantastic. Both Kit and Chris, and I'm pointing you out here, just sort of delights in my toy shop here. You were both working with Darryl before, and that's how you came.
I was working.
Chris was working with
Darryl.
Darryl.
Yes, I worked with Darryl about 10 years ago.
Yes.
Because he lives in the West Country.
Chris plays bass.
He was looking to put a band together to play his own material. And I was recommended by the guitarist he booked. So I worked with Darryl for 2 or 3 years. So when Curved Air reformed, he just rang me up and said, he knew I could play. He knew I'd be able to learn the material, and asked me if I was interested in my name put forward.
Right.
And in the end, I was the person that they chose to use.
So how do you feel then now, kind of being together with everybody on tour?
It's great. I mean, there were so many different bass players in the previous band that I've got lots of different songs to learn, but also 3 or 4 different styles of player to cover. So different songs have different types of bass style on it, different sounds and different techniques. And I've got to try and cover all those and put a bit of myself in as well.
Good.
So it's quite hard work, but it's a challenge.
You're enjoying that?
Yeah, very much so.
How long have you actually been touring?
Well, 2 years. You've been with us for the whole 2 years, haven't you?
We started in June 08.
So we've been carrying. We've been
just over 2 years.
So we're building up nicely, and the audiences are. There's lots and lots of people out there who just
Good words.
they're bopping around like they did when they were 15.
But are the fans different? Or are they the same
Just
people,
older.
just older?
Older, and they bring their kids and stuff too, and there's also a lot of young people who are interested in progressive rock music.
It's making a comeback, isn't it?
It is making a
Yeah, late teens or or
Wow.
younger. Or
One of them there at that age, 19. So
you
yeah,
like progressive music.
He does now.
It does.
You've got to say yes.
Yeah.
So how does it feel then, kind of second time round, going out and doing this as Curved Air? Because I know you've done different things, haven't you?
Yeah.
So how does it feel kind of doing this as a second time round? Do you feel different about it? Do you value it more, or does it feel completely different than when you were obviously?
Different for me.
Is it
Because when I
enjoying-
did it before I was 19, it's very different from I was 16. and it's just a different, just more fun really, I think.
Do you feel it's more fun now?
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Because when you're 19, you don't sort of, a lot of things bother you, like doing this sort of thing.
Now it doesn't matter.
We are having a good time doing it though. It's more than
Yeah.
And
just a
it's-
job, it's something special.
You're
Yeah.
enjoying it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's lovely. That's
Yeah.
good.
I find that the
It's a
material.
nice surprise after so long.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, absolutely.
And we went to Tokyo as well.
Oh, yeah.
Japan, suddenly,
That's right.
which is pretty good. It might never have gone there.
Was it Glastonbury?
Oh yeah, we've
Yeah.
done Glastonbury and
Did the other white as well?
Isle of Wight
Right.
Festival,
Right.
and we've toured Italy. We've
Was that all this year you've done that? Or the last two?
Japan was last year. Italy was the year before. We did Italy and Malta,
Yeah.
and Isle of Wight Festival first year, and Glastonbury last year, and other festivals we've been doing.
So
So
did it feel doing something like that?
the festivals are really good because you've got so many people all in one place.
Mm.
When we did Glastonbury, there was just the tent was completely full, and yet there were as many people outside the tent as inside the tent, and they were having to let one person in one person out to let one person in.
Yeah.
That's a gas from it. It was a really good night.
Good. Yeah. What about even the fans? If you had something to say to them, what kind of thing would you say?
We'll spread the words that Curved Air are back in business and creating new wonderful material as well. And we have such a fine, brilliant band who play the music better than they've ever heard it before.
Oh yes.
It is. It's got a great energy. It's not. No way is it just going through the paces and the old paces or anything like that. It's got a really good energy to this line.
I think we genuinely love playing together.
Yeah. So what are the plans for the future? You're obviously still doing the tour just now, so...
Yes, live album from this tour, new album next year.
Right.
Management, we've got, top management, the same people that manage Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and Focus, and Wishbone Ash, and who else? What are the names going to drop? Uriah, Asia. So they're out there in the sort of international marketplace looking for good multi-bills to put us on. So hope to do with Russia is possible for next year, and the High Voltage Festival for next year, that's in London, isn't it? Yes, that one. That was the one that we were talking about.
World domination by 2012.
Yes.
That's personal.
Well,
Oh, is it? I thought we were all in on that.
Right, okay. Well, great, that's absolutely fine.